Alright, I've never made a video like this. I don't even know what I'm about to say, but I'll start with saying about things about myself. I'm 25, I have ADHD. Um, I have been struggling my whole life in so many different areas that I was always seeking to find answers. And on this path to understanding, there have been quite a few people trying to gain off of the efforts. Um, I went through a supernova in its own sense these last like 4 days, and 2 days ago I started coming out of it. Um, and the one thing that brought me back was evaluating who I was, evaluating all of my past relationships, whether it was business, whether it was a female. There's a lot of pain that comes with that understanding. But with pain comes knowledge, lessons, and the lane for you to take to become more than what you were. Um, I could sit here and beat the shit out of myself for the past choices I made in relationships where I just simply didn't know. My current girlfriend she has a lot of the same um, patterns of behavior, but from the time that I met her 10 months ago to her now being in rehab after taking psychedelics, specifically mushrooms, to try to find value in certain choices that would be able to direct that that desire inside her. Um, Getting from point A of her taking online tests to think if she had autism because that's the level of understanding she knew about herself to actively going into psychedelic experiences with intent to discover, that alone says enough. Um, a pattern with all of the girls that I have been in relationships with, and I just thought I was just into a certain type of girl because I thought that's who I was as a person, but that I never stop shifting. I never stop. Once I hit a certain understanding, I can't go back to that point. Um, I slip up. We're all human. I make mistakes. I'm impulsive, but I am so quick to hold myself accountable and try not to make the same mistake twice. I'm at a stage now where I am evaluating all of my relationships, which is good, and I don't know if I'm fully out of it yet. Every every instance that I was looking up on the internet to try to bring forth a more clear lane to take, it's all been negative. But these people who are writing these things, they might have not simply understood that these mental constructs and these beliefs about ourselves and not understanding our value and our worth and our we are not what we thought we were. And my ADHD ass throughout all of these relationships, because of my ability to literally emerge from the gates of hell over and over and over and over and over again and come out with a better grasp of myself and having an arsenal of tools and knowledge, that's all gain. And every time I've had to step into the flames, I've always come out, uh, to my opinion, my view, I'm a better human. That's made life easier. That's made my ability to help other people way more powerful and way more like I actually have the confidence instead of just following that like tap tap tap. I don't know how to describe that, but these are my thoughts. I don't know what I'm doing, but if I'm looking strictly at the experience and the effect and the knowledge that's being understood, not just looked at, but actually understood, how I believe that we're just now getting into what could be the final frontier for humanity. Why else would they build such complex structures that are built to the original true north of the earth? And how did they utilize all of their information? Like, how did they get this shit and then implement it into a level of precision that we can't create now without modern day equipment and machines and technology? And all this religious bullshit and all these like constructs that we've been just like accepting for so long, like, bro, look at geological evidence. Like all these people are just fucking wrong and holding on to egotistical views of reality and what should be. But that's the greatest limiting factor to humanity as a whole. Why? What is the anchor that's holding everyone down to this shit version of? I mean, you find beauty in every aspect. I guess it's not shit, but what it's it's like wearing a pair of glasses that aren't fit for your eyes, and that limits your vision. And the only way to have clear vision would be just to simply understand. But that's for each person on their own. So I don't know. We'll find out.